there, Detroit sports fanatics. I'm Taylor Phillips, and welcome to Taylor's Detroit Sports on Spreaker. You can also find this and all other episodes of Taylor's Detroit Sports on iHeartRadio. Straight and full Detroit and Michigan sports coverage 100% of the time. If you have any opinions on everything that's going on in the Detroit sports world, call in or send a text message live on the show at 231-429-3668. Also, you can add me on Facebook as Taylor Phillips, online at facebook.com/TaylorGatorPhillips14. Like my Facebook page, Taylor Phillips's Detroit Sports page. Join my Facebook group, Taylor Phillips's Detroit Sports Group. And follow me on Twitter at DT2Phillips with 2 L's.
Welcome to episode 148. Decided to start this instead of Blog Talk Radio because Blog Talk Radio is having a dump with its website, and without the website being without its website being on the same page, I can't do my show on Blog Talk Radio, so I'm doing it on Spreaker instead. Tonight we're gonna, I have a head cold too, but I'm gonna carry on the best I can. Tonight we're gonna talk about the Michigan State Spartans advancing to the Final Four. The Red Wings, having goaltender issues here. The Pistons still red hot after their loss to the Miami Heat, and a couple Tigers injury updates. First off, the Spartans upset the Louisville Cardinals 76-70 in overtime in the Elite Eight to advance to the Final Four. Earlier, they upset the Oklahoma Sooners 62-58. They were a 3 seed. Louisville was the 4 seed in the East region. Virginia was the 2 seed. Georgia was the 10 seed in the second round. Michigan State will go on to play Duke in the national semifinals. The Blue Devils beat the Gonzaga Bulldogs 66-52. Mike Krzyzewski ties John Wooden for the most all-time Final Four trips with 12. Let's see here. MSU went up by 6 points in overtime. A run started by Bryn Forbes three-pointer, only to see Louisville get to within 2 points in the final minute. A Brandon Dawson putback with 30 seconds left made it a 2-possession game, and Michigan State recorded a turnover. created a turnover on the other end to seal the game. This is a live podcast. By the way, you can call in at 231-429-3668. The Cardinals cut their deficit to 1 point on a Wayne Blackshear three-pointer with 148 remaining in regulation, after the Spartans led by 6 points with 3:57 left in the second half. Cardinals, Terry Rozier blocked Denzel Valentine's shot from behind on the other end, allowing the Cardinals to take a 1 point lead at the foul line in the final minute. Marvin Clark hit a go-ahead shot for Michigan State and pulled down a key defensive rebound on the other end. Clark was fouled on that rebound and missed both free throws. With 21.4 seconds to leave his team up by 1. But when Louisville's Mangok Mathiang stepped to the line with 4.9 seconds left, he hit the first and missed the second to send the game to overtime. When the Spartans got the rebound, they had one timeout left, and Tom Izzo decided not to use it. He could have called timeout with 4.9 seconds to go. Set up one last play in regulation for what would have been a game-winning shot. Spartans extended the season with that victory to 13-7. They started the season 13-7. They entered the NCAA tournament as the number 7 seed in the East region, but have been playing its best basketball late in the season to spark the improbable run. That run now continues in Indianapolis. For Michigan State's 7th Final Four appearance under Izzo, who is in his 20th season as head coach.
Well, I'm the best you've got!
Yeah, Tom Izzo is the best Spartans head coach in men's basketball. Travis Trice led the Spartans in scoring with 17 points, while Denzel Valentine and Bryn Forbes each cashed in with 14. So, the Spartans upset a 2 seed, a 3 seed, and now a 4 seed. They're ready to take on the next to become the East Regional champion. I feel like they are ready to take on number 1 seeds from different regions, including the Duke Blue Devils and the Kentucky Wildcats, who remain undefeated. MSU and Duke have both had a history of facing each other in the NCAA tournament and in the regular season as well in the past. MSUSpartans.com will tell you about it. Duke opens as a 5-point favorite over Michigan State in next Saturday's Final Four game. Kentucky is way too powerful right now, but the Spartans' focus right now is on Duke. That upcoming game tips off at 6:09 on TBS at Lucas Oil Stadium. The Blue Devils have won 4 straight games over Michigan State, dating back to a 2005 Spartans win, with an average margin of victory of over 7.5 points in those 4 meetings. Back in 2013, Duke beat Michigan State 81-71 on November 18th. In 2012, they beat Michigan State again 71-61 in the 2013 NCAA tournament. In the other Final Four game, unbeaten Kentucky is favored over Big Ten champ Wisconsin 35 by 5 points. Those are from mlive.com. The last one The last one I just read, from Mike Griffith. This one from Mike Griffith as well. Get to know Duke, Michigan State's opponent in the Final Four. Krzyzewski is 9-1 all-time against Michigan State. Mike Krzyzewski as the Duke Blue Devils head coach. But the first of his wins came in 1994 in the penultimate year of former coach Judd Heathcote's career, with Izzo on the bench as an assistant. Krzyzewski has more wins than any men's Division I basketball coach in history with 1,016. He has 310 losses. And Krzyzewski is generally regarded as the best coach in the NCAA tournament of his era, ranking as the winningest at 86-26, while the program is 103-34 all time in the tournament. So that's all I got for Michigan State. Let's move on to the Red Wings and the Griffins. The Red Wings shut out the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-0. Petr Mrazek made 23 saves. Nyquist, Applicator. Oh, my goodness. Let me delete that message here. Piece of garbage. Abdelkader, Nyquist, and Glendening with goals. And Drew Miller. Oh boy, Drew Miller scored today. You can look at DetroitRedWings.com, not the mobile app. Joachim Anderson was the other goal scorer. And then the Islander lost 5-4. The Wings jumped out to an early 2-0 lead, but then coughed it right back up within 5 minutes. All within 5 minutes of the first 5 minutes of the game. Then the Islanders took the lead 3-2. The Wings tied it back up right before the halfway mark of the first period. Tatar, Miller, and Cronwall, the goal scorers. The Red Wings' problem that caused them to lose was them not staying out of the penalty box. The Islanders were the Islanders were 3 for 4 on their power play, which is horrendous for the Red Wings penalty kill.
Not what I want to hear. What's your problem there, pal? Can't a guy get a bit of sleep? Don't bug me.
They also turned the puck over a couple times, one of them causing a shorthanded goal by Cam Clutterbuck, getting one past Jimmy Howard after Mrazek was pulled, allowing 4 goals of his own. Well, I wanted Mrazek to get the day off because Jimmy Howard, I thought was supposed to start tonight's game. It was back-to-back games. Mrazek played solidly against Tampa Bay. Did not in the New York Islanders game, but not all of it is his fault. I still love Petr Mrazek, and I still think Mrazek should be the number 1 goaltender. Jimmy Howard gave up that goal to take the loss. Gave up that 5th goal to take the loss. Pavel Datsyuk got the Wings within 1 on the power play in the second period, 5-4, but that was it. That's exactly how the game would end. The Wings wrap up the month of March at home against the Ottawa Senators Tuesday, March 31st at 7:30 on Fox Sports Detroit, and then they start the month of April at home against the Bruins at 7:30 on Thursday on FSD. Saturday, the Wings travel to Minnesota and take on the Wild at 7 on Fox Sports Detroit Plus. And on Sunday, they're back home against the Capitals at 5 on FSD. Tuesday, they host the Hurricanes in their last home game of the season at Tuesday, April 7th at 7:30. Thursday, April 9th, the Wings in Montreal against the Canadiens at 7:30. And finally, their regular season finale is in Carolina against the Hurricanes at 7 on Saturday, April 11th. Those last 4 games are on FSD. I think the Red Wings should keep starting Mrazek the rest of the way. This was the last time the Red Wings the Red Wings have one more set of back-to-back games left. The Minnesota game and the Washington game. April 4th and 5th, Saturday and Sunday. This upcoming weekend. Taking a look at the standings, the Red Wings still have 92 points. The Bruins have 89 points in holding the second wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. 3 behind the Red Wings for third place in the Atlantic Division. The Lightning have 99 points at second place in the Atlantic. Trail the Montreal Canadiens by 3. Habs have 102. The Capitals have 92 points. They hold the first wild card spot in the East. The Minnesota Wild right now lead the wild card in the West with 95 points, 5 ahead of the Winnipeg Jets with 90 in second place. The Senators are right behind the Bruins by 3 points with 86. In third place in the Eastern wildcard standings. And that's it. The Pistons. Lose 109 to 102 to the Miami Heat. In Miami, in South Beach. Their defense was almost nowhere. Believably so. Gave 109 points. Dwayne Wade, almost nobody covered him. He finished with 40. Reggie Jackson finished with 31 for the Pistons. He's just on fire. First, he records a triple-double Friday in Orlando in the Pistons win over the Magic. 111 and 97. And now he scores a new career high 31, I think. Career high as a Piston with 31. Tuesday they play the Atlanta Hawks at home at the Palace at 7:30. I think it's Tuesday. Let me check. Yeah, it's Tuesday at 7:30 on FSD and Detroit Sports 105.1. Wednesday they're in Charlotte against the Hornets at 7. Friday they're in Chicago against the Bulls at 8. Saturday, the Heat coming in town at 7:30 at the Palace. Then on Wednesday, April 8th, the Celtics play the Pistons at the Palace at 7:30. Friday, April 10th, the Pistons host the Pacers at 7:30. Sunday at 3:30, the Pistons host the Hornets to finish the 4-game homestand. Then they're on the road for 4. Monday, April 13th, my birthday, at 7 o'clock. They're in Cleveland against LeBron James, Kevin Love, and the Cavaliers. Wednesday, April 15th, they're in New York against the Knicks at 8. Wednesday, October That's it. That's the regular season. Two-game road. They close out the regular season with the road on a two-game road trip. They don't have very many games left. They're still stuck on 12th place in the East. I doubt they'll make the playoffs, but they still don't need a lottery. They still don't need a high lottery. They still don't need a top lottery draft pick. They already got a good roster. They can't just quit. They can't just keep counting on a top lottery draft pick to help clean house. I can hardly breathe here. Once Brandon Jennings returns next season, they'll be rolling, but they still need to clean up one thing: their lack of defense. They need to play much better defense. That 109 points against performance is unacceptable in Miami. Now the Tigers. Justin Verlander continues to throw in the bullpen's status still uncertain. David Price has already been named the starting pitcher for opening day for the Tigers. Anyway, I also got an update on Tigers closing pitcher Joe Nathan, who has an issue with his grip. He received a cut in his right hand. From Jason Beck, Fantasy Analysis. While Joe Nathan from MLB.com, from March 27th, while Joe Nathan pitched for a second consecutive day, trying to see how his arm responds to the rigors of the job, he allowed a game-tying home run to Jason Nix off a hanging slider in the 8th inning of the Tigers' 6-4 win over the Baltimore Orioles on Thursday. Nathan finished out the inning but had a conference afterwards in the dugout with Ausmus pitching coach Jeff Jones and trainer Matt Rantgen. The issue at hand involved his right hand. The thumbnail looked like it was cutting into his thumb. Ausmus said he was bleeding. He had blood all over his pants, so he must have been wiping it off the whole time. Nathan threw just 5 pitches, his fastball ranging at 89 to 90 miles per hour, according to a scout in attendance. His hanging slider came in at 84. It was a drop from his previous outing. But the bigger issue for him at this point is is command. Nathan already was scheduled to have 3 days off after the back-to-back outings, according to Ausmus. They hope it'll be healed by then. That's strange. Was Nathan battling that type of injury the whole time last year? I don't get it. I hope G.I. Joe Nathan comes back. I hope G.I. Joe Nathan comes back 100%. Ready to get some saves. Do a better job than last year. I know he's a lot better than that.
I think we can close the logo now.
So that's going to do it for Taylor's Detroit Sports episode 148 on Spreaker and iHeartRadio. I will be back next week. I'll also do Blog Talk Radio episodes once the website once its website gets back to normal. TTFN, ta-ta for now.